Bitcoin is regaining its path to the peak as it hit the $57K mark again with the all-time high since summers. Can it hit $60K? Let's find out. Hey guys, good morning. Let's quickly sum up all the things we're going to talk about in today's video. Bitcoin reaches $57,500, recovering completely from Elon Musk-driven correction. The Texas Democratic Party intends to leverage NFT sales to raise funds. FTX US launches the NFT marketplace on Solana. In Afghanistan, despite the Taliban's takeover, crypto use is on the rise. For the first time since Tesla ceased taking Bitcoin payments, the biggest cryptocurrency has surpassed $57,000. On the Bitstamp platform, the benchmark cryptocurrency achieved an intraday high of $57,448, with bulls in total control of the market for the time being. On May 12, Bitcoin was striving to regain the $58,000 mark, but Tesla's heartbreaking decision tipped the scales dramatically in favor of the bears. After CEO Elon Musk unexpectedly announced the suspension of payments and raised worries about the cryptocurrency's carbon impact, the cryptocurrency plunged over 16% in only few hours. The negative environmental effect of Bitcoin has been thrust to the center of the crypto discussion, with proponents of green alternative cryptocurrencies racing to pitch their proposals. The numerous tweets from Bitcoiners attempting to persuade Musk of the merits of mining appear to fall on deaf ears, and matters to a head when, furthermore, according to the on-chain analyst Willy Woo, money moving on Bitcoin's blockchain is back near all-time highs. It's presently doing $190K per second. Compare this to $130K per second by Visa for US customers and $55K per second for MasterCards. Therefore, there is a very high possibility that we are soon going to see a new all-time high. However, as the Bitcoin dominance is significantly on rise, hence all the altcoins are bleeding. Once BTC gains a stable position, we might then be seeing some gains in the altcoins. Front Row, a progressive marketplace, has announced that it will collaborate with the Texas Democratic Party to test a scheme that would utilize NFTs to raise funds for candidates and causes. Front Row stated in a statement on October 11 that it had already produced digital pictures of significant events in the progressive movement and was selling NFTs. Wanted posters showing conservative Texas politicians leaving the state are among the NFTs on display. Front Row claims the money generated through its NFTs would go directly to political organizations and people, but it doesn't clarify how the digital purchases will comply with current campaign finance rules. Candidates for federal positions appear to be prohibited from receiving more than $5,800 from a single individual for the selling of one or more NFTs under US law. NFTs will become a significant complement to any political fundraising campaign, said Front Row co-founder Parker Butterworth, and the opening of our marketplace will provide Democrats throughout the country a fundraising advantage that their rivals do not have. This is most likely a reference to Republicans. We're excited to keep converting compelling, exclusive behind-the-scene experiences into digital products that help advance progressive goals. Despite the fact that numerous municipal, state, and federal candidates for office in the United States have stated that they will take cryptocurrency donations, most likely in an attempt to attract younger, tech-savvy voters, NFTs have mostly been absent from congressional discussions. Over the summer, as the Taliban's takeover of Kabul seemed more imminent, Afghanistan's central bank removed hard cash reserves from its vaults. As a result, the United States suspended the shipment of dollar notes and local banks implemented capital controls. Afghans have increasingly come to regard cryptocurrencies as a safe location to deposit their assets, offering a tiny but vital financial lifeline, while Western governments, banks, and money service firms have cut off access to traditional kinds of financing. Afghanistan has risen into the top 20 of the 154 nations rated in the Global Crypto Adoption Index for 2021 as a result of its increased Bitcoin usage in recent months. Afghanistan was among the lowest ranking countries in the crypto analytics firm Chainalysis August report last year. Chainalysis ranks nations based on the increase in crypto trading volume adjusted for the purchasing power of the people. In addition to the recent rise, early cryptocurrency investors in Afghanistan have been able to utilize their gains to securely escape their families and friends. Nearly a third of the 16,000 girls and women who attended Digital Citizen Fund centers to acquire basic computing skills also learned how to set up a crypto wallet and receive cash. Some of the most enthusiastic participants learned how to trade and invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Following the Taliban's takeover of Kabul on August 15, some of these women were able to flee the country using these funds. They were able to send money out of the nation and assist their family in relocating to different countries using their crypto wallets. However, because Afghans use cryptocurrencies to move cash out of the country, there is a danger that the Taliban would adopt cryptocurrency as part of a national economic policy to avoid Western sanctions. Despite its ability to help people in need, the possibility of cryptocurrency enabling the globally crisis new government may enrage doubters in the West. On Solana, FTX's US subsidiary has established an NFT marketplace. Solana NFTs placed on FTX US must be listed in SOL, but those created on the exchange can be listed in SOL, ETH, or even USD through bank, ACH, or credit card. NFT projects must adhere to FTX US rules and regulations since FTX US is a centralized controlled exchange. Users will be immediately approved or denied after depositing Solana NFTs. Otherwise, they will be sent to FTX US's internal review staff for review. Furthermore, depending on the dollar value of the withdrawal, clients must pass either KYC level 1 or KYC level 2. While NFT investors will be able to collect royalties, NFT holders will be unable to do so. Furthermore, creator royalties will be restricted at 40%. OpenSea, on the other hand, a maximum of only 10%. Currently, one cannot establish a royalty while mining NFTs on FTX US. However, FTX US promises that this will be available shortly. While the majority of NFTs are still based on Ethereum, Solana's cheaper costs and quicker transactions may help to foster a healthy NFT ecosystem. There are about $750 million worth of Solana NFTs on the market right now. FTX is one of the most well-known cryptocurrency exchanges, having recently raised $900 million at a valuation of $18 billion. In June, it launched its first NFT marketplace. FTX provides a distinct NFT marketplace for US citizens similar to its trading platform. So that's all for now. We'll get back to you tonight. Until then, join our Telegram channel for free crypto signals, visit our blog linked below for guides, reviews and tutorials, and subscribe to the channel for daily updated crypto news.